I'm Carl, and you're watching the Coffee Bowling Channel.
Welcome back to the Coffee Bowling Channel. This week we are going to do some beginner bowling tips. And now, usually I kind of get into some more specific stuff, but we're just going to do some easy bowling for beginners. This is episode 1. We're going to do, or it's going to be a new series that I'm just going to do real easy beginning stuff for my younger audience, because I realized after going to a lot of my tournaments that I have a lot of younger bowlers that are watching my channel, so I would love to give them some more information that's a little more catered to them. For the first tip is, for a beginner bowler, they're wondering, what's a conventional style grip to a fingertip style grip. So a conventional grip are your house balls that you find that go up to your second crease. The fingertip grip will go up to the first crease. Now I'm going to go get a ball and I'm going to show you guys exactly, what that looks like. But something that you guys should definitely take into consideration when you first start coming out and bowling is, how you grip onto the ball. You generally want to hold more with your fingers than your thumb. Now obviously you have to hold with all of your fingers or else the ball is going to fall off your hand. But you don't want to over squeeze. If you get into the gripping the ball too hard, your arm gets tense and then you're not able to swing the ball properly. Starting out with your conventional bowlers, this is a conventionally drilled ball. You're probably noticing that the fingers are very close to each other. So your thumb goes in, and then notice how there's plenty of room for your fingers to stretch way across. What you're going to do is you're only sticking into the second crease. You're going to hold it like so, from this angle as well. So the big difference from a fingertip ball is that it goes into the first crease, like I mentioned earlier. So now it doesn't matter which, generally I like to put my fingers in first in the ball. So you'll see that the hand does sit much differently in this one because it only goes up just to the fingertips, hence the fingertip name. So this is how it looks when you're holding it. Alright guys, get on the lane, throw some strikes now that you don't hold the bowling ball. Alright, tip 2 coming up. So the next tip that you guys should be taking into mind or consideration is how you're standing while you're holding the ball. Stance is very important. So no matter where you're trying to target on the lanes, you should always swing the ball beside you. You don't want to hold it in front of you like under your chin, because then when you swing the ball down, it's going to have to go around your body and then your swing will get out of line, meaning you're going to go behind your back or you'll go out the opposite way. So the best way to do it is if you keep the middle of the ball with the middle of your shoulder and then you can just push away, the ball clears your body. So by having that kind of stance, it allows you to focus on other things other than having to swing the ball around your body. Being a beginning bowler, you're probably wondering, what bowler am I? So, am I a two-hander, a left-hander, a right-hander, or a no-hander? I've yet to see that one. But, so there are a couple things that you can do, like how many steps you take when you go to deliver the ball. That does not really matter how many hands you use, or what hand you use. So, there's 2 that I'm going to get into today. These are what I consider the more simple ones that a lot of people have done and liked in the past. So the first is the 4-step delivery. So pretty much it's pretty easy to do this. All you have to do is know when to push the ball away. So, I say so too much. With the 4-step approach, you push the ball away when you start to move your first foot. You'll start with your right foot, like this. And then you'll push the ball down into the swing, and it will take care of itself. So the major difference between a 5-step approach from a 4-step is when you push the ball away. So you'll push the ball away after your first step instead of with the first step. So when you start your delivery, it'll look more like this. You'll take one full step, you'll be done with that step, and then you'll push away with the second step. Similar to how the 4-step where you push away with your first step, but you'll be pushing away with your second step, so after the first one. That's the major difference between the 4-step and the 5-step delivery. If you guys got any more questions about how to do so, or you want me to go into more detail, I can make that in episode 2. So the third and the final topic we're going to get onto today for the bowling for beginners is the tempo of your feet. And of course, we just went over when to push the ball away in relation to what step you are taking. So whether you're a 4-step or a 5-step, this is something you want to do. Do not move your feet very quick in the start. You'll start out slow with your feet and then you'll gain momentum as you go. If you start out too fast, it's going to make it very hard to push the ball away at the right time. So you can see, let's say I'm 5-stepping right now and I can just go 1 and then push the ball away super fast. It's hard to replicate that. So this is about the tempo you want to start with. See me just gradually move. I know this looks absolutely ridiculous and you just slowly push the ball away. What that does for you, I'll do it again, is it gives you the ability to feel where you're at in your approach. So you really know when that first step is over and you can guide your push away out. By starting slow, it allows you to feel where you're at and make a better shot overall. Another very important tip for the third section of this video is drift. Now it's okay to drift a little bit, but if you're drifting more than 5 boards, that's no good, because what you're doing is you're throwing off your launch angle at that point. The more you drift, the more you start going out like this, the more your shoulders open up and you start to turn your body. It's the opposite way of where you're walking. So if you walk to the left, your body's going to turn to the right. If you walk to the right, body may end up turning to the left to overcompensate itself. What you do to get rid of this issue is you can put some, little indicators on your lane to try to walk in front of, or you can just keep track of where you're standing to start and where you're standing at the end of the approach. But either way, you'd like to stay a little bit straighter. Now, drift is okay, but also the direction of your drift is going to directly impact your ability to throw the shot as well. You never want to drift to the right as a right-handed bowler, and you never want to drift to the left as a left-handed bowler, because that will definitely mess up your shot. Now, it's okay to drift a little to the left as a righty. I'd say no more than 5 boards. And as a righty or as a lefty, you can drift to the right a little bit, but no more than about 5 boards, or else you start affecting your stance and how you set up. If you're a beginner bowler and these tips really helped you out a lot, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what should I do for the next episode, or what are some other tips that you guys would like to see that are for some beginner bowlers that I can go over. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'm up to just under 3,500 subscribers, which is awesome. That means you guys actually like to learn how to bowl instead of just random vlogging videos that other YouTubers are doing. Alright, see you next week.